free yourself by looking at what doesn't work for you. And what doesn't work for you, you can find out because it's stressful. So you look at your thoughts. What thoughts about my family, for instance, starting there, are stressful, and you investigate them. For your emotions, you identify what the patterns are, the disturbing emotions. You go at each occurrence of these emotions, or afterwards, you find where you feel it in the body. And like, let's say you have this churning feeling in your gut, real, uncomfortable. So you identify that, and you bring your attention there, which is not easy because we've been trained, or we've trained ourselves for a lifetime to cover this stuff up, push it down, defend against it, distract away from it, etc. Right? So you pay attention to this for once. And then you bring the heart energy that you have, which is always there, whether you can just picture it as a light, or you can actually feel it with increased stillness inside of you. You can feel the energy of the heart. And you let that pour, or shine, or radiate down into that churning feeling in the gut, or wherever it may be. Right? And you heal that whole complex inside of you, this complex of pain, by treating it with the most powerful medicine in the world, which is the unlimited power of unconditional love in your heart. And in that process, you will discover the heart more and more. At first, it may just be an idea that you heard from me. And that's fine. You start where you are. You don't have to have any big fireworks in the heart. You just go with the idea that there's a light that pours out into the place where you have pain. And you allow that process, and you feel the result. And you do it again and again, because that's a practice. And a practice is something that we do, not just know about. That's very important for us, brainy people, to realize, and to repeat to ourselves. We have to do it. And you keep doing it, and increasingly these obstacles to your love, all the negative emotions, will just melt away, and the heart will gain more and more strength. And you will realize that you are the lover and the beloved inside of you. These two poles are here, the place of you that needs help and the place that has the help, the heart. And you allow that exchange of love to happen inside of you. And you realize there's no reason why you need to limit it, because we're all afraid of love. Well, if I love too much, will they take advantage of me, or whatever? And I've loved before and they left me. So you pull out all the stops, and you allow that loving to happen inside of you, this profound healing. So that's on the emotional level. And on the mental level, your thoughts, you have to investigate those thoughts. We do that with the work of Byron Katie. And you go specifically to the stressful thoughts, and in very short time, it's like putting a key into a lock, and you unlock it, and you're freed of it. The door opens. And when your mind, this is specific thoughts, and if your mind is all scattered and muddy, for one reason, the other reason, to deepen your perception of yourself, you meditate. Right? So we have using the heart, that's the central piece, because that's where we really are us. Right? That's the first piece. The second piece is you bring that love of your heart to shine into the places of emotions in the body, those places of constriction and pain. Right? The third thing is you investigate your thoughts. And the fourth thing is you go into the deep stillness of your being that opens you to yourself and clears out the muddiness and the confusion of the mind. If you do these 4 practices and you just weave them in your day in the way that's appropriate for you, you will see very fast progress. But sometimes when I say fast progress, your ego mind may not think so, because it wants to be enlightened already. It thinks, but that's not really true, because it churns out all those negative experiences. it creates them in you again and again, and then you blame people and the environment. Right? So that ego that is attached to its own suffering and sabotages itself, partially by thinking this is not working fast enough, I need something else, right? You go from one thing to the other, and so of course you make sure nothing works, right? You find something that works and you stay with it, and you work it until you get down, you dig this well through your practice into the water of life. So you don't dig 5 feet down, get discouraged, dig somewhere else, get discouraged there, dig somewhere else, right? You just pick one spot and you keep digging, because what you're looking for is here, and it's already here, fully in your heart, fully present. In that place you are already 100% enlightened, and it's just for you to find. Life will give you exactly what you need to work on. It's either a stressful thought, a muddy mind, a negative emotion, or your pure desire just for love. There's your heart. Use it. And it becomes easy with discrimination. Discrimination about what you really want. Do you want to run around with your family in this conspiracy of manipulation and be part of that? Or do you want to be free to love them fully? Because that is by far the best you can do for yourself and for them. Whether they realize that or when they realize that, it's not your business.